Welcome back to the channel. This is the River City Runners. I'm here to talk about how you can get started with running. It's not very complicated. There's a few small things that you need to do to make sure you're prepared before you go out and hit the roads. For one, do not eat a full breakfast before you run. If you're planning on running in the morning or evening, just make sure you have at least 1 to 2 hours of digestion prior to you going to run. A big mistake that I made when I first started running, and I didn't know what was going on with my body. I had to find this out through trial and error. I would eat before I go run thinking, oh, I need all this energy that I'm about to expend on this 2-3 mile run. But I would start experiencing things like cramps. My stomach will start turning and just gurgling, and it's just a lot of pains. So then one day, I remember this was early when I first started running, around August, and I didn't eat anything, and I went running, and I was like, I'm gonna fight this hunger, because I have an appetite. I was a little hungry, but I didn't experience the crazy stomach pains, the cramps. It was less of it. It was still there because I'm starting out, and those are just things your body experiences when you first start putting it through those stresses. But watching how you eat is important before you get started running. And then you also want to be aware of your water intake. You want to make sure you drink enough water before you go running, but not too much water. Your body really doesn't need a lot to keep going, and you'll find that out as you progress through your journey of whatever it is you may be doing for your fitness. But yeah, just make sure when you get started, start with a small number. You can be like, hey, I have a goal. I want to run 20 miles this month. So with that, you can do the division. There's 4 weeks in a month, and you could run, I guess, what, 4, that's 8, 16. You would have to run 1 mile a day, 5 days a week to reach that 20-mile goal in a month's period. And that's progress. 1 mile, if you're just starting, you've never done any sort of athletic activity, pretty difficult. If you're a returning athlete, do it to get yourself started, so then you can get back into the swing of things. But just set a goal and then break it down mathematically where you can then schedule it and make it easy for yourself. So it's not just you thinking about this huge number that you have to achieve. Break it down into small chunks. You can't just make massive growth in huge percentages. You got to take it in small percentages and then build it up from there. It all adds up in the end. So when you get started, just make sure you watch how you eat, your water intake. Give yourself a couple hours before you hit a run if you just ate, especially if it's a large meal, and do some stretching and stuff. That's really all you can do to get started. It's very simple, very easy, but those are the basics with it. Every time I go running with Keith, I make sure I do not eat a breakfast. I will not eat until after my run, because I know if I eat before I run, my stomach is gonna go crazy. And also, this is another key thing people don't talk to you about. Make sure you use the bathroom. Number 2, do that. Please do that, because if you're going on a long run and you're somewhere it ain't no bathroom and you get caught lacking like that, it's a L. You do not want to be that runner. But definitely get that out the way, because it's going to make a difference on your stomach when you're running. Empty your body and make sure you got a clean run, and that's essentially what you got to do to get started. Thank you for watching once again. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the River City Runners.
Where they went? Where they going?
Hey.